Hello students, myself Pradeep Singh and I am here on the behalf of Engineers Institute of India. Now here I am to discuss how we should prepare for the BARC written examination. As we know that BARC examination is concerned, BARC Bhava Atomic Research Center. Now this examination also the consist of gate pattern. Now actually the syllabus of the BARC examination is same as per the GATE syllabus because concept will not be changed. Technical subjects will always be there. The only difference is that in the BARC examination, the questions from aptitude, reasoning and English will not be covered here. Okay. Now, so that we should only focus on the core technical subject like heat transfer, mass transfer, chemical reaction engineering, thermodynamics obviously, okay, and solution thermodynamics, and as some portion of the mathematics will also be asked. Okay. Now, and what should be the pattern and what should be the strategy for the BARC written examination? Here I am going to discuss. Now you can see here the paper consists of 100 number of questions, not marks. Paper consists of 100 number of questions and duration of examination will be 2 hours. Okay, now it means in 120 minutes we have to attempt 100 questions. Then obviously we have to be very fast, okay, and accurate also. Okay, now means we have to fast and accurate. In that condition, what should precaution we should be follow? That is very important. Now it means whenever we are going to attempt the questions, some questions are very lengthy and some questions are very tricky and very easy. One-liner questions are there. One-liner means within one line you can solve. So that we have to focus on in the first run of the examination, we should only attempt the questions which are not lengthy, which are very easy, because as per last year cutoff is concerned, the cutoff of the BARC examination for the general category was nearly about, on an average of last 2-3 years I am going to discuss here, around for general category that was around 170 or 175 marks out of 300 marks, and each and every question consists of 3 marks, and there will be negative marking also there, and for every wrong questions 1 marks will be deducted here. Okay, so that the total marks is 300, and out of 300 180 marks we should be gain here, otherwise we will not able to qualify the cutoff, minimum marks. So that in that condition we have to follow some procedure. That is very important. It means in a single run when we are going to attempt the question, now in first half, and we can say in the first 45 or 60 minutes we have to go for all the questions, all 100 questions, and in that condition we have to only focus on the questions which are easy, which are not lengthy, because every question has same weightage. No, there is no pattern like GATE, just like 1 marks and 2 marks. Every question has same weightage, so that either the question is very easy or question is very tough. Every question will provide you the same marks, so that don't be greedy for the largest question. Now we have to only focus on the questions which are very easy in the first attempt, and when after attempting the all 100 questions or all observing the 100 questions, now attempting, again we have to go for the whatever we have left. Now in that second run we have to solve the problems which we have not solved, which were lengthy in the first run. Now we have to attempt those questions. Now at the same time we should also consider that there is a negative markings, so that 1 marks is negative, but we can take the chance, because one correct question will provide you the 3 marks and 1 wrong question will deduct only 1 marks. Okay, so that depending upon how many questions you have attempted, okay, and how much confidence is there in that paper, you can take the chance. Okay, now you can see here paper consists of 100 number of questions, duration of examination is 2 hours, each question carries 3 marks, and for every wrong question 1 marks will be deducted, and the physical calculator is not allowed. As per the pattern of GATE examination, virtual calculator will be there on the screen, Okay, now come to the syllabus. As far as syllabus is concerned, here the thermodynamics will also be there. Okay, now thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, mechanical operation, heat transfer, mass transfer, CRE, instrumentation and process control, plant design economics, chemical technology, and some portion of mathematics will also be there. And mathematics, at least 4 to 5 questions will be there from the mathematics. And the topic we have to focus on the mathematics subject is probability, differential equation, Laplace transformation, linear algebra, and calculus. Okay, that is the topic we have to focus on the mathematics for the BARC examination. Now, in the thermodynamics, the basic first law and second law we have to focus. First law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, as we have already done in the GATE preparation. So that we have to not do some extra. आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना है. Whatever we have done in the GATE examination, that is enough. The only we have to be revise and recall all the topics and all the syllabus. Now, in the fluid mechanics, the number of questions they are going to ask on the based of Bernoulli equation and orifice meter, flow meters, okay, and Venturi, like that. And at the same time, they will also ask some questions on the NPSH and the pump characteristic curve. These are the questions that are frequently asked in the fluid mechanics. Now, as far as mechanical operation, the number of questions they are going to ask on the topic of mixing and agitation. Okay, now, and obviously crushing law, crushing efficiency, and some crushers like ball mill, hammer mill, that formula based. Okay, now again, unit is very important, as I have done in all lectures. Now, heat transfer, the heat transfer will involve the basic topic like conduction, convection, radiation. Okay, not in much more detail, simple, the basic as whatever notes you have made for the GATE preparation, the same notes you have to follow. Okay, for the mass transfer, again some questions on the absorption, stepping, distillation column, degree of freedom. Okay, the same question as I have already told you as per the GATE syllabus. Now, chemical reaction engineering, actually the BARC examination is the examination which will ask the number of varieties of the questions, and the maximum weightage of this subject is there, chemical reaction engineering. Okay, so that we have to focus on more on the chemical reaction engineering, and your notes is whatever we have provided notes, that is more than enough. Only we have to recall and only we have to revise that notes. Okay, and again okay, now come to the instrumentation and process control. Now, in this subject, very simple question they are going to ask: what is the transfer function of PID controller, proportional controller, derivative controller, like that, and some matching of the instrumentation and the corresponding variables. Okay, what instruments we are going to use to measure the process variables, and what is the phase margin, gauge margin for the system to be stable, what should be the gain margin, what is the phase margin, like that. Okay, and from some questions they are also asked on the basis of initial value theorem and final value theorem. Okay, now, and the plant design economics is again very important subject, and very easy questions they are going to ask on the BARC examination, BARC written examination, like depreciation methods, like what is the formula for sum of year digit method, what is the straight line method, okay, what is declining balance method, double declining balance method. Number of questions they are going to ask only based on this, and obviously the effective interest rate and nominal interest rate, the number of questions they are going to ask. Okay, now in the chemical technology, again there is a varieties, there are number of questions or will be asked in the BARC examination on this subject, chemical technology. Now, don't underestimate this subject, because this subject also include the at least 10 marks, at least 10 of 15 questions, including polymer. Some question they will also ask from the polymer, and to cover the polymer, you can use the O.P. Gupta book is there, and in the last of the book, you can see that there is chapter of polymer science, and you have to follow that book. Otherwise, you can use any reference book to study the polymer, because if we include the polymer in the chemical technology, at least 12 questions they will ask. 12 means 36 marks, and that will include the number of marks in your whole marks. Okay, now in the mathematics also, mathematics, that is basic mathematics, they're going to ask not as tough in the GATE examination, but simple like probability, differential equation, Laplace transform, and linear algebra and calculus. Okay, so that here I want to show you, you have to not panic, you have to not do some extra for the BARC examination. The only we have to focus on the notes, whatever you have done, and the cutoff will be around as per the last experience, as per the last cutoff, last year cutoffs, around 180 or 185 marks is there for the general category. So that at least we have to target 200 marks, and for that I told you already what should be strategy. Strategy is that in the first preview of the paper, in the first 45 minutes or 1 hour, we have to only solve the questions which are not lengthy, which are easy. Okay, easy means formula based or one liner. Simple, you can see and you can read the question, you can put the final answer. Okay, now and in the second run, in the second preview of the paper, we have to focus whatever the questions we have not attempted. Okay, now and that is the strategy. And if you want to further any query about the BARC written examination, now we will obviously help you on the number which are blinking on the screen you are going to see here. Otherwise you can subscribe our channel, okay, for the further update, and press the obviously bell icon. And again we are wishing you all the best for the BARC examination, and obviously after examination we will also meet you for the how you can prepare for the interview program. Okay, now because interview program is very different from the written examination. There is no any weightage of the written examination on the interview. Okay, as per other examination. Now there is difference is that now BARC does not include what number of marks you have attained in the written examination. No matter if you are clearing the cutoff, then your weightage is same as the person who have secured the highest marks. Okay, so that the only criteria for the written examination is the only criteria for sorting the students, sorting the candidates. Is it right? And obviously we have you all have done the best in the GATE examination, and as per my experience, on 13 or 14th of the February, the GATE has released the response sheet, and after that we will discuss more information and more strategy about the what should be the rank, what should be the cutoff, minimum cutoff, general cutoff, OBC cutoff, all the cutoff we will discuss. Okay, obviously we will discuss later on because I am going to collect the data. I am working on that, and after that I am sharing my experience for the cutoff of the GATE examination. Okay, on the 13th or 14th of Feb, after releasing the response sheet only. Okay, because in this paper, in this year, no one can tell that what should be the cutoff. The reason is that because number of questions are there, numerical answer type, so that accuracy is very important, and so that after releasing the response sheet, obviously I will declare what should be the cutoff. Okay, thank you, all the best.